What's up guys, Chris Singleton here, and in today's video we're talking about how important it is to be a freshman and sophomore in high school if you play sports, getting good grades. So with all that being said, let's jump right into it. Okay, so we've all heard how important it is for athletes to get good grades, and we talked about it as like setting an example. But this is particularly for if you want to play in college or even professionally, right? Most times, the only sport that you don't have to go to college and play in college before you go pro is like hockey, I think. It's baseball in some cases. It's golf. But most times, you need to go to college to play professionally, and getting good grades in high school definitely help you to play in college. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because I saw this photo. Now, we're going to put the photo up here, but I want to read it out to you all. So there's a guy who's sitting down in the bleachers, and he's got 12 Power 5 offers. This is what the Facebook post says. 12 Power 5 offers so far as a 10th grader. No easy feat. He works out twice a day. He's got baseball practice, and he gets in extra work after baseball. By the way, he looks like a pretty big baseball player, and I'm a big advocate for that because obviously I played. But even after the extra work, but that's not even the best part. They have a big rivalry game, and he's finishing his schoolwork. This guy's got a 4.3 GPA. He's 6'5", 250 pounds. He's a defensive end and tight end. And then he puts his huddle. If you don't know what huddle is, it's basically his highlight tape right under there in the description. The reason why that's so important is because I've seen so many cases where people that are young, whether it's junior high school, they mess around with their grades, and then their 11th and 12th grade year, even if they're a great athlete, they can't play in college. Or maybe they have to go to junior college, or they may not even be able to go at all. And I've realized if you work hard as a freshman, as a sophomore in high school, you won't have those problems. You'll be Division I eligible, and you can receive whatever offer you can get. Now you may be saying, well, Chris, I'm a baseball player. Like I'm gonna go professionally, like right out of high school. Maybe I play hockey, I'm a golfer. But still having that leverage of saying, hey, I have this, Power 5 Division I offer as a baseball player or as a golfer or as a hockey player, whatever it may be, gives you more leverage for your signing bonus. As a baseball player, let's say I'm committed to play at Vanderbilt, and I really am a good student, and I obviously had to be a great student to get into Vanderbilt. They'll say to themselves, okay, maybe I have to give Chris a little bit more money up front as a high schooler because he has great grades and he's about to play at a great program in college. So even if you go professionally out of high school, it's still really, really important to have those good grades. So there's 3 super important reasons why I think everybody as a freshman and sophomore should be getting good grades. The first reason is to become Division I eligible. At the apex of all college sports is being D1. So I played Division I, but I played in a mid-major Division I school, but it gives you the highest chance of playing professionally, getting drafted out of Division I school. Now, even if you're saying, hey, well, I might not play Division I might play Division II or Division III or be NAIA or JUCO, like having good grades as a freshman and sophomore, it truly helps you so much to become Division I eligible. The second thing that makes it super important is that you can receive scholarship money, not just from your sport, but also from your school. I'll give you an example. Let's say your tuition costs $30,000 to go to school there, and your sports team only wants to give you a 50% scholarship. If you're super smart, you can get scholarships from that school saying, hey, I know this person's got great grades, they'd be a great person to come to our school, and they may match the other 50%. The reason why I know this is because I've seen it happen personally in my life. If you're a baseball player, baseball players almost never receive full scholarships to play baseball. I mean, I can count on one hand how many times I've met somebody personally that received a full ride in baseball. This doesn't happen. Instead, what they'll do is they'll say, hey, I'll give you 75% or I'll give you 25% or 50% on baseball money, and the rest you can get from your academics. So you have to have those academics if you want to be able to go to school for free if you play a sport like baseball, which doesn't give out full scholarships. The third reason is not only will you be more of an asset to your team because they can spread the love with scholarships because you receive money for school and you receive money for your sport, but also you can receive money back. What does that mean? So let's say, for instance, you have a Pell Grant that comes in. So you had your academic money, you have your sports money, and you also have like Pell Grant money. I know personally from experience that you can get a big refund check back. So let's say you get $2,500 back in the fall semester, another $2,500 back in the spring semester. That's like $5,000 you get back that you can use for your housing or groceries or extra books or whatever it may be, because you've said, hey, I'm going to do great on the field, but I also have scholarship money coming from my school and Pell Grant money coming from the government. So not only can you go to school for free, you can actually get paid to play your sport in school. Now you may be saying, Chris, what about my NIL? Can I get paid from my likeness? And yes, some players can. Like if you're a huge name, huge following, or you go to a huge school, yeah, you can get paid that way. But this is a way that you can get paid to play without receiving the NIL and posting something on your social media or doing a commercial for somebody. Like that's really cool, but very few athletes get that. This way you get paid for going to school, playing your sport, and receiving that Pell Grant back in your pocket. So if you're a high school athlete that wants to play in college or you want to play professionally, realize you have to get these good grades your freshman and sophomore year. If you're a parent that says, hey, I want my kid to make it, like I'm cheering for them every game, I'm investing into their travel ball and all this stuff, it is so important your freshman and sophomore year to get those good grades. I have this thing with me, like I always had to get A's and B's growing up. And I don't know if you raised your kids that way or if you are raised like that, but A's and B's, you will be in the clear, 100%. And then when it comes time for testing, whether it's ACT or SAT, you can get 17s, 18s, 19s, and you'll be clear and you'll be good to go. So an example for me is personally, my grades were so good that all I needed was a 17 on my ACT to be Division I eligible. I have personal friends that, because their freshman and sophomore year weren't that great, they would have to make a 24 or 25 on those tests. If you're not a great test taker like me, that's really, really hard to do. And so work super hard your freshman and sophomore year, so your junior and senior year, you can chill out, focus on your sport, and you'll be Division I eligible. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share it. And until the next time, God, love, peace.